I don't think it'd be hard to find if somebody tried. I just don't think anybody gives a shit. Frankly.
Oh, the mic's on. Lol. I thought it was muted. Whatever. Um, let's get going. Let's see here. Um, hello. Tonight we're gonna be doing I'm gonna work a little bit on Noctero, and then I want to also get back to Colored Claws, whose name I still feel is like it's an iffy. But maybe I should just ask around. If people feel like it's problematic, I'll just change it. The point is the name. I mean, the point is the game, not the name. So, Noctero. Recovery mode? Looks like Godot does this sometimes. I think I know what it is. Every time you export, it always updates something. Okay. Uh-huh. Huh. Looks like it's not a problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What were some of the issues we had? One of them was like the screen size was too like this was off. And I feel like I couldn't recreate it on my device, my machine. Let me think here. I think overall, yeah, we got second place in creativity and UI. Like I think we did well. We did pretty well. Let's see here. Yeah, the vibe's fantastic. Title art's gorgeous. It is really gorgeous. I have time to create working on it. I was unable to navigate the UI effectively on my Mac. It's hard to debug a Mac. I have a Windows. Like you have to have a Mac, especially if you want to use like Safari, because I don't think it works with anything but like an iOS or a. What's that was called? Like basically Apple's OS, whatever they're called, Tiger, Leopard, Lionel, like whatever. Yeah, I played it in Chrome, if that helps. Honestly, I mean, it does. It's just weird because it's just like that thing where I'm like, this is an issue. I definitely see other people suffering from it. I just don't know how to recreate it, really. I think I even tried to do it in like incognito, which is one thing you can try. So if we, where are you? You just a lot in web development. You just like, I don't want any cookies, anything, clear everything out of the browser, right? So you can go to the page. Seems fine. Did I do the credits? Yeah, poorly. It's kind of there, but it's not really the best credits, is it? Just kind of names. Also, the photos added were really great. That's such a cute little moth. I kind of wonder, though, if I... Is it like the size of the browser window? No. I mean, obviously, that's not really workable like that, but... I don't know. Let's call this one WoW. If we click on it, we start opening the game. I don't really understand. Yeah, it might be longer to debug some of these issues. Sometimes that's just the nature of it. You just like start trying a lot of random shit. Well, not random, but like it can be hard if you don't know why, or if you can't recreate an issue. It's hard to debug it, right? Scroll down at the start is flawless. Confirm and change don't support each other. I used change as in change cards, and I'm not super into the idea of confirming in this game. It seems to take me out of the atmosphere. Okay. I think the whole game will make more sense when players have the option to navigate the menu instead of it progressively rigidly. I want to skip and look back at order, not saying it's right, but it's my convenience. I do get how annoying that would have been to implement the time frame and the intended flow presented is really fun to swoop around. Let me think here. God, I have to be careful which button I ban. Reply. Hey, thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. No, thanks for the feedback. Let me think here. I'm not super into confirming. What about confirming takes, would you say, takes you out of, I can't quote the whole thing because I'm not actually quoting it. Takes you out of the atmosphere. Do you require assistance from NASA? What takes you out of the atmosphere? I put confirmations in to give the user control over when they were ready. Shouldn't say I. Should be a we thing. I mean, I know I'm the one that made it, but we'll just speak more openly. The confirmations are there to give the user control over when they are ready to finalize their decision but maybe there's something we can change to What is the goal? To make the game feel more playable? To maybe there's something we can change to keep the immersion. Sorry, I hate using some of these hype words. It's a fine word. That is exactly, I think, what they're talking about. If that's what you are referring to. I believe that's what you're referring to. Let's see. They like the game. I think the whole game makes more sense. When you say navigate the menu, do you mean going from the client to the table, the cards, to the kitchen, the drink? Navigating between the playable areas? I think that's what they're referring to, instead of it going rigidly. I'm going to skip and look back at order, not saying it's right, but it's my convenience. We set it up like that because like the card selection is meant to go first. Selecting what aspects of fate we wish the player wishes to attempt to alter. Wait, hold on a minute. We said all that because the card section is meant to go first. Why don't I... unordered. Yeah, but I want this. The drink section is meant to be last. Well, next. It's meant to be next. It's meant to be first because the user is selecting what aspects of fate they wish to attempt to alter, and the drink section is meant to go after because ingredients of the drink, because the right ingredient must be matched to how do I explain this? The right ingredient must be used in the, because each aspect, each tarot card needs a matching ingredient in order for the drink to be effective in altering a person's fate. If the drink selection is first, then a player could end up creating a drink. Then, let's see, then how would a player know what aspects they are making a potion for? If it not a question. If a drink selection is first, then the player would not know. Does that make sense? I'm not certain if that is explained well, and we want the game mechanics to make sense as best as possible. Do you feel like the game explains it well? If not, does that make sense? I'm not certain if that is explained well, and we want the game mechanics to make as much sense as possible. I'd appreciate any feedback, further feedback you could offer. Any further feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. There we go. Okay. Now as far as the actual game goes, feels like there was something broken about the drinks. Cassette. Wow, lol. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. This feels like it's too big. Like it should be broken right here. Sorry, it's a little too loud with both dialogue and everything. Whoa! What's the issue? Out of bound index 3. What do you mean index 3 is out of bounds? I mean, I know it is. I just don't know how you arrived to this conclusion. The size of the song's array should be 3, yes? Yes, 3. Index plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Modulus 3 should be 0. Oh, fuck. Well, that's a silly mistake. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I love that so damn much. That's great. Deck of cards. Select the deck to draw from it. That blends really nicely, too. Woo, 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 whip, whip, whip. You know, we did a pretty damn fine job. I'm so proud. It feels like maybe it's because it's been a minute. You know, you kind of walk away from something, you come back to it. I'm really proud of this. I think everybody did so fucking well. I think the shader maybe should be a different color though, because you kind of don't notice it. It doesn't really pop, right? It almost blends. It'd be cool if they all did this, the little shimmer, but like, that's a little, meh. Yeah, the shimmering cards. It's like, yeah, it shimmers. Click the finalize button when you're ready. Man, these are so nice. Look at that skeleton hand. Alter these attributes. Change. I mean, it still mechanically works. I suppose we don't really need a dialogue box if you're going to hit a button that just says you're done. So maybe confirmation is just not necessary. I think that makes sense. I really love the guitar sounds where you can hear the string moving. Always makes it feel a lot more realistic. Okay, yep, here are the cards. It's so great. It looks really nice. You get everything you need. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, look, there's confirmation is down here. Yeah, okay, so this is all explanation, which isn't great. The tutorial should be interactive. It should not just explain. The card tutorial, I think, is okay. It might talk too much, frankly. I wanted to make it feel a little more natural, but it might be just a bit too wordy. Okay, the music just looped. That's good. That's so nice. The stars. Hello, my name's Rosie. Oh, we don't have A Rosie. We do have a Rosie. Wow, okay. I was about to say, I was saying her entering the room, like talking before she showed up. That needs to happen faster. Because it's kind of like you having a conversation with somebody and it's like you're not looking at them. Hi, I'm John. Hello, John. Hi, I wanted to come in and get your services. Yes, come in. Come into the place. Okay, here I come. Hope I'm looking forward to working with you. Yeah, sure. Hi, like too long. Doesn't feel right. I don't know. These are notes for me, I think. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm getting to the. I'll get to the point. Saying it's a 24-month-old. Do parents still say that? I notice they say months when it's early. Oh, I've got my 6-week-old. I got my 20-week-old. I got my 4-month-old. I got my 18-month-old. At some point, you go by years. It's kind of funny. The older you get, the more you kind of relativize with your existence, right? Yeah, he's a 40-year-old, but it's like you're in your 40s. Like you're not really in your like yeah, my 50-something-year-old so and so. Can you help me? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, color needs to change. Also, it's got to mask the cards, but it's not masking right now. I wonder why. Well, anyway, the world, Empress. Let's pick the moon. Yeah, I agree. A confirmation seems lame. For the drinks, I think the confirmation is necessary because that shit happens automatically. All right, so first things first, we don't have a pitcher. We click on Rose. We get a pitcher, but we don't get an ingredient. If we click on, what do we want? The moon is water. Empress, I think, is earth. The world is... I don't know if the world is earth or it's like air or something. Lemongrass, I think, is that air? Ginseng, clove, matcha. These are earth. These are earth, all right. We'll do matcha. Rose and matcha. Let me think here. I'm colorblind. I actually can't differentiate between these two bottle colors. But I'm pretty sure lavender and lemongrass aren't they different colors? I think they are. I actually can't tell. Also, these staying popped up after I scroll over them, like they will move away sometimes. It's like they're not exactly quick on the draw, are they? Also, we don't have these upside down, so there's all kinds of little... We didn't put that in. We didn't have time for that. Lemon glass. And here's the funny thing is, it's like still waiting. Honey, is this the drink? Serve it. And this is supposed to just fix my problems? I can't fix it. I can only adjust your fate. Yeah. Sips. Well, that was a drink. I think I'm gonna go. Oh. Really? Not even the water? Maybe the others are negative. Huh. I guess I whiffed it, didn't I? I require spiritual assistance. Yeah, we couldn't get all the way to here. I could put a fucking... I could put that other button back. I feel like I should. A lot of people should go to the menu whenever they want. Was that what that player? Was that what that person was referring to? Lovers are air. I think this one's fire. Now it's brew time. Okay, air, which is mint, fire, cinnamon, and water. And I'll just hit chamomile again. At last, bottoms up. I feel exactly the same. Alright, that's fucked. I know that's water. So I don't know. Maybe something kind of funny happened at the last minute, and it's not calculating correctly. I also wonder if lining it up row by row. I don't want to trick the player. I want it to show like these are what you selected, and here's your score, but not necessarily hinting that a card could correlate to a specific ingredient. Because that's not what, technically, we're just listing them arbitrarily. There is no real link, right? Like, they're not lined in a grid purposefully, if you get what I'm saying. So I feel like maybe, I don't know if that's a confusion point, but it could be. Okay. Death. Loveth. Emperor. Cinnamon, jasmine, I don't know. Okay, that did work. Holy shit. Did we get 2? We got 2. We did very well. We did very well for our friend. Now, obviously, a longer form of the game would want several appointments. So we don't necessarily want to be like, I fixed all your problems. Your life is, you know, like maybe they come through revelations, but regardless, it's like, I don't know. I suppose you could try to fix everything at once, but I feel like it'd be good if they came back, because that's kind of how mental health is. You don't just like cure depression and you're like, well, glad I got that out of the way. Like, it's not like a tumor you remove and you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I suppose you could say it is, because you can still get tumors in the future, right? Just because you've been sick doesn't mean you won't get sick again. You don't get like an immunity. You just learn how to deal with it better, which I suppose is a kind of immunity. Whatever. That day over was too large. I should have written notes. Sorry, it was really loud. I should have turned down the music because I feel like my volume was up because the game's volume was up. Oh, well. All right, let's think here. First things first. Where's booth, kitchen. That's kind of weird that, like, you can see that. Let me think here. I don't know. Trying to keep it out of the way, you know. Okay, so when we do slide, Neat. All right, so that's the bar. The confirmation UI is a little moved. How about whenever we're at the table, though? Trailer? Yeah. Let's think here. Huh. Let's think. Confirmation. All right, so no, that's the table, right? Yeah, so the confirmation UI. Oh. What the fuck? What do you mean? Ew. Gross. That was weird. Yeah, I'm like, maybe we don't need a confirmation UI. So what happens when we select the done button though? Right? When we select the finished pressed, we emit our signal. Okay, come on, back to this. HUD UI connect, handle, finish, select. Okay, so instead of opening the confirmation, let me think here. If we get true, we do all this, right? So why don't we just test it without this? Any of this stuff. Yeah. What? Oh. All right. Um. What else? The drinks. Actually, I had a problem with the some of the dialogue. Actually, let's focus on non-dialogue things right now. Which is the drinks. Close you. Let's see. The bar. Oh yeah, we don't even use the kitchen area anymore, which is totally fine. All right. The bar has confirmation UI. Confirmation bias. Wonder what is it with huh. I feel like this is supposed to be selected in the trailer somewhere. Yeah. Reset. Forgot what I was going. Bar. Reset. Load cards. Handle scoreboard next. I tell you what. Why don't we reset? How does this work? Layers visible false. Elements clear. Make them all invisible. Set the index to 1. Let's think. All right. Client intro, trainer intro. Oh, that's for debugging. That's right. This is gonna be tricky because I don't exactly know what went wrong for the bar. So let's just put in some breakpoints. This. Handle confirmation selected. Handle drink full. Yeah, that's fine. Ingredient selected. I wonder if it's this. Index. Layers. Size. Oh golly. Oh, my brain's getting a little stinky. I don't know. Full emit. Yeah, I don't really know. The scoring, I feel like. I thought we were fine on it. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna move around. I'm starting to feel like, like tired and stuff. So, I gotta move around, and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's run this and see what the hell happens. No offense to the music. Okay, we immediately reset the drinks. It's good. Why? I asked it to. Uh-huh. The only problem I have with the cards is that, of course, like, the perspective doesn't quite match. Huh. We load the bar up immediately. Okay. Should have all three of them. Sorry, my cats are going a little bonkers. One of them is always very aggressive. He can be a sweet old man, but sometimes he's just stinky. Oh shit, the camera. There we go. Okay. The tutorial, we'll get to it. Resetting again. We don't even need to do it. We don't even need to do it when we open. Okay. All right. We've selected the moon, the world, and the Empress. Element. Huh. Well, that's wrong. Why is it neutral? Oh, wait. 3, 4, and 4. What is 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. Water and earth. Okay. Okay, water and earth. Water. All right, we're adding an ingredient to a drink. Okay, let's step in here. Index should be 0. Yeah. Layers.size is 4. Why the fuck is it 4? Oh, for fuck's sake. What? How do we create the layers? Ah. Let's solve this problem real quick. I could put it in a group. Right? Mug. Tell you what, why not, instead of having a group that defines what is not, why don't we have a group that defines what is, so to speak. So this one will be called layer 1. Ingredient 1. Is that how you spell ingredient? I don't know. 3? Yeah. All right, so ingredient 1, let's add a group here. Sorry. I keep forgetting I'm like eating on camera. I don't think about it. Ingredient. It's not, we don't have to go crazy. You're an ingredient, but the mug is not. So now, when we're building this out, I'm going through each layer and we're going to say, hey, if this sprite is in group. Yeah. And what's the group name? Ingredient. If you're part of that group, add it in. Ingredient. Capitalized it. I don't wish to capitalize it. It's a personal thing. Some values I feel like I need to keep in all lowercase. There's no real reason. Sometimes it matters. Sometimes casing matters. It's one of those like things that trips stuff up sometimes. That's really vague, I know, but okay. Oh yeah. I don't think we really need to reset the drink here. In fact, I'm pretty sure we figured out what's wrong with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that one's done. But I do believe the math is off. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Done. Oh shit. This is still here. Is this always here? These should have gone away. You know, we probably tell it to go away when we close out the confirmation. We probably just need to move that bit of code. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. The lovers, the moon, the world. Now, tell you what, let's look at the drink one more time. So, let's see. The lovers should be air, I believe, which is mint. I think. What? Oh. Mint. Yes. Focused. Multiplayer authority 1. That's good to know. Not really. Details? Sprite. Element. Mint. Fire. I think I know what's wrong with the drinks. But the layers, there's 3 layers, right? Ingredient 1, ingredient 2, ingredient 3. Okay, so I don't think we'll have the issue. Yes, no, we're adding stuff. Serve it up. Yes. Here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and say I know why this is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, so a few things. Number one, let's go back to the table. And let's see here. The confirmation UI. We close the HUD, yes. So let's make sure we do that. Close out the HUD. We're here, we'll do that first. We'll close the HUD, do everything else. Should have thrown a warning. There's that. The ingredients. I swear I have fixed this multiple times, and every single stinking time it just doesn't work. Chamomile, air, fire, cinnamon, clove, water, coffee, fire. I wouldn't call coffee fire. Coffee should be neutral, yeah? Yeah. Ginger should be, I think, fire. Ginseng, water. Honey, neutral. Jasmine, air. Oh, the air is the... Oh. Lavender is fire. Lavender is fire? Lemongrass is fire? Marigold is fire. Matcha is water. All right, I think everything is a little off. Rose is air. Yeah, mint is... Okay, yeah. I swear to God, I fixed all of this shit, and I don't know why it keeps doing this. I knew something felt weird. Oh. You know, I feel like somewhere... Oh. Here it is. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to... I gotta pull it up in the Google Doc, the Google Drive. 'Cause that's where this stuff is. Art assets, final. Ingredients. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here so I don't dox anyone. Water. Water is rose, jasmine, chamomile. I fucking knew it. All right, rose is water. Yeah, I'm gonna guess mint is air. Of course it is. Water, matcha. No, that's earth. Marigold. Air. Lemongrass, probably air. Lavender. Air? Hold on a minute. Why don't we focus on what we do? No, jasmine is water. And chamomile's water. Okay. Marigold, ginger, and cinnamon are fire. Cinnamon, fire. Ginger, fire. Marigold, definitely fire. Earth, matcha, ginseng, and clove. Okay. Matcha, earth. Ginseng, earth. Clove. Earth. Air, mint, lemongrass, and lavender. Lavender. Air. Lemongrass. Grass. Air. Mint. Air. All right. Try this again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see here. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Okay. The Lovers, the Moon, the Empress. That's my fortune. All right. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. All right. Water. Air. And the Empress? Earth. Matcha. Matcha, matcha. Serve it up, baby. Tell you how you feel. All right. The Moon. Element 3. Which is water. Fucking better be. The Moon. Element 3. Water. Earth. Earth? What? Why are you doing this twice? I think oh, I can only fix 2 things. That's right. We didn't need to actually match the last one. But we did do that correctly. What else were we looking for? Yeah, the shader work could be improved. Let's try all 3. That's brutal. Okay, so we got the Moon, the Emperor, and Death. I think The moon is water. Death is also water. Emperor, though, is fire. Yeah, so chamomile, jasmine, fire, cinnamon. Sure. At last, bottoms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the actual fuck? 7? Why did it go through that many times? Luna left. Okay. I think we're good. All right, we're good on this end. Now, the card, like shimmer, yeah. I don't like the color we got going on right now. So, what we're going to do... Yeah, this color sucks. Maybe like a purple? Let's see how this is. Actually, we have a test scene for this. It's not set up properly. Well, at least not for shimmers. Now that's a much bolder shimmer. It does feel very light. Oh, there you are. Maybe more vibrant. Brighter. I just don't know how people tell blue from purple. Genuinely no idea. I'm sorry. It's bold, but feels like it doesn't really stand out still. That's kind of neat. We'll do this with more transparent. What do we actually get to? Boost. Flare? Yeah. Oh, I see. Shimmer. So it flares up to 5. $3.6? Maybe, yeah. How does this look? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. It's very visible now, but it's also too much. Tell you what. Let's see here. Shimmer. Let's get that boost down. Let's turn it all the way down to 2.8. We can read the Empress a little better. 2.4. I mean, we can read it when we hover over. It does stick out, though. Okay. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, my brain. I'm just... Now, let's think here. This value... This right here. Whenever we're here. I want 2.2. Okay. Yeah, I know. Huh. Looks like as good as it gets. The real question is honestly, why does the why is the shader like a square or a rectangle? Okay. I love that I'm printing off dialogue prompts still. Yeah, I think the shimmer is good. And the ingredient in the drink is like, I don't know, not ideal. I wonder if we can replace the Sprite texture. Maybe we can. I mean, it's kind of okay if we were to do that. Let me think here. This ingredient has, what has it got? We have the visuals. Okay. We could. Okay, and we'll say the Sprite texture is equal to this texture. I don't know if we want the scale to be modified. We'll have to look and see how it holds up. Okay. Let's see here. Layers. Index. What? Huh. Sorry, my brain's getting all kerthunked. Right, layer texture equals ingredient. Oh, you know what we should have? Instead of display ingredient, we'll just get ingredient image. And we'll return this texture. There you go. All right, let's give this a go. It's something. Won't fix all our problems. Wow. Yes. Goodness gracious. Oh. Lol, whoops. This is a little weird and laggy at times. Just kind of defunct. Should this be this big? Yep. The moon, the empress, and death itself. There you go. Here's your fortune. All right. Water. I knew this was gonna happen though. So let's look at the drink layers. Let's see, that's smaller. That's kind of. Ah. I don't know why I'm trying so hard at this. Sure. Okay. Actually, no. I don't want to go through training again every time. It's lugubrious. I want to do this instead. However, I can't help but acknowledge I don't know. Eh. All right, client, fortune. Wow. Earth, fire, and water. Oh. This has been such a hot minute. I cannot remember how to set up the client thing yet. Oh, come on, come on, come on. After... What is it? What will have happened? Handle... Huh. Oh, man. I'm dozing off. Tell you what. We'll go through it again. We got to get moving. My brain is like stagnating. Oh. Okay. I think I should do this more in the afternoon or something. I don't know. I'm tired one way or another. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yes, and I'll click instead of hit space. Does that mean something? Wow. The mask having corners is bad. It's pretty bad. I think the lovers is air. Is the lovers water? No, the lovers is air. Okay. There you go. Okay, air. Air. Mint. I can't see air. What do we have? The moon. So how about a little bit of a jasmine? I thought I fixed you. And fire? No. Earth. Huh. Oh, damn. I think I know the issue with the drink layers was. Let me guess. Yeah. They didn't save their scale. So 0.64, I think, was what we settled on. Copy. So let's make sure we paste that in. And even though that kind of looks meh, I'm going to call it with that. At least for... Actually, how many things do I have? Did I call it knock? No, I still call it Tarot Moth. There we go. Where are we at? What branch are we on? Branch post jam. We've made a lot of changes. Okay, so let's call this what do we work on? Fixing the elements again, which is very deeply fucking frustrating because I know I already did that. It feels like I keep having to reset them, but only some of them. So fixes is vague. Let's see, music fix. How about fixed music, drinks, elements, removed card confirmation. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? We probably don't need it. Honestly, there's a good point to make. I'm like, yeah, it's not really a point to confirm. Shinier shimmer. But we're not going to do that yet because I need to actually remove this from the table. Goodbye. I don't love you. I never did. That sounds so awful. All right, confirmation UI. So we will say goodbye for you. We have our HUD. We have our HUD. We have our HUD. We don't have any confirmation anymore. HUD. There you go. And on the trailer level, well, I scrolled down the entire thing. I scrolled up, and my brain just did a total fart, and so I don't know what I was checking for. Oh, yeah, confirmation. This is what it's like living with ADHD. Is like you're in the middle of doing something, and you ever use like a browser or anything? Because like the TV remote is like this. Wherever you like, you click a button and nothing happens, and you're like click, 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 and it's like, is it registering? Did I just stack up 9 consecutive clicks? I have no idea. And that's kind of like your brain on ADHD. It's just sometimes you're just like, you're in the middle of doing something, and then it's just like, oh, stalled out. Nah, man, I'm busy. Busy with what? Busy not doing this. Like, it is frustrating, but there's no reason to be too harsh. So let's see here. Let's add that. Yes, and then git commit. Actually, let me think here. Nope, that's. What? And it's such a good commit message. That's why I like using UI tools. I don't have to retype everything. Fixed music, drinks, elements, removed card confirmation. And I did one other thing that was very important. 8 my neighbor's house. Horse. Horse. What did I do? Let's see. Fix the music and the drinks, the elements from. Oh yeah. Shinier shimmer. That's kind of lame, but whatever. There we go. Git push origin post jam. So now we're gonna push into our post jam branch. All these changes. I gotta move. I gotta move around, you know. I gotta do some stuff here. Gotta get the blood pumping. And I want to have a standing desk set up. Right now, I might get a new camera too, because it's like, it's fine. You know, it's fine for work. But I'm probably gonna be moving soon. I say probably because it depends on a few things, but like, I don't exactly want to put in a lot of effort for a new setup if I'm gonna be like packing in a few weeks. You know. So for now, I'm kind of keeping things as they are. But in the new place I move into, I really would like to like have like a studio room, or one room be like. I want to do more. I have plans. I have plans in the making. Great and terrible plans. Where is this happening? Somewhere in the dialogue. Something is being printed. Ah. Okay. I just don't need that anymore. Okay. What were our issues with the dialogue? Well, for one, what's her face? Rosie? Rosie. Yeah. Hello, my name is Rosie. I'm here for some spiritual advice. I tried contacting you beforehand. Maybe this would just be good as one thing. Is now a good time? Yeah, come in. Thank you. I promise this won't take long. You know, actually, I should probably the door creaks open and a kind of moth is Rosie again. She's a specific kind of species. Oh, nuts. Oh, where is it? I put it in general, maybe brainstorming. Okay. Door creaks open. She's a species. I wish I knew where this was written. I feel like there's like stuff. It gets written down and then it's gone. I don't know where the hell it is. Oh. A young moth enters. That's it. And now that she's actually standing in front of us, we can actually probably just, we don't have to rush introductions. Cool. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Because we're like, hey, a moth just entered. Really? Ta-ding! There we go. Training. Oof, training for dialogue. That's going to take a little more effort. I'm going to take another quick break. Because when I get back, this is going to have to, we're going to have to make some things and do some stuff. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna like do. I always feel like watching something, but then I'm like, what do I watch? Is it okay to watch other people's content? I mean, not like fully stream it. Hmm. Hmm. What the fuck? Oh, I don't know. You know what? Actually, screw it. I need to watch anybody else's content. I do want to watch this because this looks funny.
Let me show you how fast I can go.
Oh my god!
Watch the speed.
Oh.
Much better. Now I can go fast. Oh, okay. So, nope. Too fast. Cool. It was so cool. Look, he's trying. There he is. Mido. Nope. Too fast. Muffled running in the distance. Yep. Oh, okay. I was here the whole time. Good, good.
He's rolling.
Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Sanic. I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Who's she gonna give it to? Nope. Nope. You're too slow.
My god. He's outrunning the beam.
I
Oh
went
my-
so fast that I got an access violation. Easy.
Oh.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Nope, too fast. You want me to stay where I am? Okay. Link, you are not Sonic. What are you doing? So look at that Link debug face. It's so derpy. Oh god, oh, you got a little corruption going on there, Link, huh? What the hell am I doing here?
Yo, the other guy wasn't fast enough.
Oh no. No. Not this again. I hate that hedgehog.
All right. I'm gonna turn off the camera because I'm gonna eat, and I don't want to be seen eating. Okay. Training. So let's see. We go from card training to drink training. Yeah. Potion training. And that's just like, here's a bunch of dialogue boxes, which isn't great. You know what? I feel like this deserves a little bit more planning. And I don't have the energy for it right now. So we're just gonna say some dialogue fixes and cleanup. Once again, we'll push. All right. Now, I want to work on something else. I want to return to this. All right. Good golly. Let's think here. What is it I want to work on right now? For one, I think the quality check is a little too strict. And actually, I wonder. Rush updates. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Let's think here. I love how the nail includes the finger. It was an interesting choice. So, what I kind of want is, right now, actually, I'll just show you. So, notice something very interesting. If I drag this, we've got these bars here, right? And that's because every frame, it is drawing a rectangle wherever we draw. But of course, if we move, like, depending on our speed, if you move slowly, it's like, oh, it's got everything because all the rectangles overlap. If you move quickly, the rectangles are not overlapping. So what we need to do is instead just say, hey, let's keep track of like where we were at the start of a frame, and then where do we end the frame, and literally just draw a big rectangle for that. Because I think that will be much better. Let's see here. So what are we doing here? Activate brush, hold brush. Where does the painting actually happen? So if the brush is active, we get brush data and pass that into the nail. Okay. Right. I think part of brush data, let's see, we should have the angle. That's good. The width is fine. The color is fine. Position needs to be like start and end position though. Yeah. So we have our start position and our end position. And I think technically we will be in the end position. We just got to keep track of last position. And every time we update, okay, so we're getting global mouse position. So we got our mouse. We're gonna say our last position equals, where do we store this? Oh. Actually, so when we set the position, we'll say our last position is the position. Our position is mouse and hold offset. I don't quite know if this is doing it, you know? I guess so. If we're manually setting the position the whole time. Okay. Yeah, we store the last position, we update it, so. There we go. And that should be it. Except we don't. No, actually, that's fine. We can store it every time. We're not going to draw it until we actually need it. So, okay, that's that. And then when we're passing in that brush data, let's see. Oh, offset. Texture get size. Half. What is this? Like what? Global position. Boneless pizza. Let's see here. What's the offset used for? Offset. Oh, I think on the nail itself. Okay. All right. So instead of offset, maybe call it the end. Oh, excuse me. In position. Huh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're looping and drawing. Nice. So for one, huh. Right now we're drawing it based on one coordinate. I'm going to fill a box between two coordinates. So we'll pass that box and fill in the relative coordinates. This is my best assumption. Okay. So like current line current position. Meh. Well, let's not make it complicated. And it's gonna start with a start. Actually, so we'll say start position vector 2. Goodness gracious. Both me and you. Pee and poo. What? Gross. Why would you say that? And then for J and height, I'd say. Except height doesn't exist. Start position, distance to in position. And it should be like rounded, so why won't you do the thing? Floor? Oh. Sure. We'll floor it. Actually, we'll do the opposite. We'll do ceiling. And our height, yeah, should be an integer. And then current position, which is like I wonder.
Let's turn on.
We could get a unit vector and then get the height along that vector
Let's turn on.
in units. Yeah, that. We'll give it a go. Call it the paint vector. Vector 2. It'll be the in position. We'll use their functions. What is it? Direction too? I think so. Returns a normalized vector. Yeah. And then this would be the length ceiling. But what are we doing? We project a vector onto something else. I think we multiply that vector, so paint vector. And this is a current position that is relative to the start position, right? We'll want to keep track of that. Paint vector times j divided by height. That should give us some ratio of that unit vector. But wouldn't it be... I don't know, maybe we don't want a ratio, actually. Tell you what, maybe we don't want this to be unitless. Yeah, no. Yeah, length of a normalized vector would be 1, anyway. So this gets a vector. It's not normalized, but it still needs to be added to the starting vector. So our current position is relative to our start. And to say, here, take our paint vector and multiply it by some ratio of where we are along the height of that vector. That'll work, right? I believe so. Okay. This is real iffy. We're gonna have to do a little bit of testing on this. So let's see. So instead of offset, it's gonna be start and end. End position and start position. See, start and end. Yep. Let's see how that goes. Oh, I think it's working. Oh my god, it's working way better than I thought, and it's not bad. Like, I feel like this is a very inefficient thing to do performance-wise. We're painting pixels like... I feel like you could write shader code that is much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and who knows? Maybe we'll get around to doing that, you know? That's a real challenge. Because shader code is more witchcraft and black magic than it is, you know, anything else. No, it just feels like it because it feels kind of nutty at times, but you know, Yeah, it's just like a lot of math and a lot of knowing what some things are. I feel like the parameters for victory right now. Yeah, no. Just a little less, right? Because, oops, whoops, oops, nopes. There we go. It just feels like it's not really done when it's done. Like, you got to be really particular. And who knows? Maybe we will keep it. But I just can't help but feel like I've done this a few times where, like, some invisible pixel is somewhere and I just can't find it. And I wonder, like, should I just make it a little easier? We could have difficulty settings that slightly adjust the, you know, completeness expected. But it seems like a very sensitive thing. Also, when we get to cleaning, yeah, see that? I kind of wonder. So I'm gonna paint all the nails completely over, and we're moving this pretty fast, actually. So actually, I think this is a really good fix. I know someone suggested this, and I can't remember who it was, but it was someone who showed up in stream and just made a suggestion. I don't want to give like the wrong name as credit. Oh well. But I'm very glad they did, because it was really handy. All right. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. No, that's not complete, is it? And that bothers me, because it felt like 8.7.87 was like way too strict. I don't know. Maybe it'll be easier now that I've got... I also, there's a part of me that's like, am I painting, like, is it counting all the bits of texture that it technically shouldn't? I don't know how to put it. Like, it should only count the part of the nail that is painted, yes. But I have this sneaking suspicion, because the actual texture box is like larger. It's larger than the nail. The nail is just a portion. And I'm like, are you somehow counting the entire box? Which is why sometimes it feels like, you know, it's like, oh, I painted, you know, I'm not even hardly done and I got complete. See what it says that we're done. See? I mean, that's... That feels pretty decent, actually. That might be the perfect number. And we might have... It might have helped that we've got a more complete brush stroke now. Which is frankly, like... And it looks much smoother, doesn't it? There's no, like... I mean, it's a little jagged. You can see the pixels, but like overall, you know, I think it looks really nice. It certainly looks a lot better than it was before. That's great. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, that's actually the perfect number. Okay. Great. I don't think that needed to change, did it? Let's see. Let's see our status. How did work zone change? use Visual Studio Code when I want to look at the actual Git commits. No thanks. Some things have changed. I'll let it be. I mean, it's fine by me, honestly. So let's see here. Thicker, smoother, rush, burst, smicker, commit. Okay. Brush updates. Good. Now the other thing I thought about having for the brush is fanning out, right? Because when you push a paintbrush, like it does this, and I want this, but obviously that's a tactile thing. So how do we implement it into the game? I think the scroll wheel will be best because you're already using the buttons to control the brush. So I feel like scroll wheel for like adding pressure and taking it away, you know, aka you're fanning the brush. I think that'll be a good idea. I wonder how, though. How are we gonna do this? Don't I have like a diagrams? Yeah. All the math. You know, it's necessary. It's funny, I did all this work for nail shapes, and in the end, I didn't even use it because I was like, wait, we can just draw one. Ye of little faith in myself. Hello. Yeah. You know what we could do? I got the free version of Concepts, and oh, you don't say. I might buy it. We'll see. Folder. No, not a folder. I want a new. Just drawing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. All right. All right. Big B. Oh God, that's rough. That's really rough. BRUSH. You know, I have a drawing pad somewhere in the closet back there. Fanning. Ugh, that weird dot thing. What are our ideas here? Scroll. How do we show it fanning? The simplest thing to do would be to have a shape that we draw every frame. Or have a shape you draw and you redraw it when you widen it and close it. However, I wonder if let's see. Yeah. Um. Oh, it's here. Huh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, okay. How do we end animations? New frame? Yeah. Because I'm like, maybe we just animate it. We just go from frame to frame. Yeah, let's not go fucking crazy like last time. We don't need to draw a bunch of shit. We'll just have 8 frames. And on the 8th frame, the 8th day, the Lord said, "What the hell's this? What are you doing?" All right. There you go. Drawing 2 pixels at a time. Is that okay? Is that even? It looks pretty even. There's ways to look at like little markings. I look at the space between the grids, so like, you know, it's got this little arrow here, arrow here. This has got 1 marking here, 1 dot here, 1 dot here, 1 dot here, 2 up here, 2 here, in the armpit. Yeah, okay. That's good. There it is, a fully fanned brush. Now all we have to do is just make sure that all these frames in between fill out. So let's see, that's 8. I wonder if there should be like 7. Tell you what, let's get that grid back. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, we're gonna have to take it as we go. So, all right, how about this one? We move it ahead by 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now for the third one, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. There we go. This is riveting stuff, I know. Riveting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Looking pretty even there. 4 goes out to here. 1, 2. Let me think here. 1, 2, 3 is right in the middle of this column. So 5 is going to end up here. Okay, still looking pretty even. Yeah. Nope, nope, not even. Not even. Alert. Alert. Look. Wrong.
More than 25 millennia ago, mankind began the first tentative steps to the stars.
Okay, that's looking better. Yeah. Uh-huh. Cool. That's 6. I'm sorry, that's 5. So 1, 2, 3 will be right here. 2, 3 will be here. 1, 2, 3. That'll be fine. 6. Where? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right here. All right, we're getting matching shapes on both sides. Good. 6, okay. And then 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I should kind of bump it out a little bit. This might be fine, actually, just right here. We'll just keep consistent. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Oh shit, oh fuck, I'm sorry. I wonder if I paint this. Maybe I'm just getting... I don't know how to put it. It feels like this would look more complete. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're like 3, 2. Like these are all 2s, right? So what if we just had 1 on each side? Now this looks a bit more full. But does this look cut off now? You know what? I don't think these belong. Not for this frame. Maybe not for either, actually. Actually, maybe that blends. These middle ones are kind of tricky. So it like suddenly pops. I can't help but feel like this actually belongs here. Yeah? Because it's like, yeah, it's straight, it's straight, it's straight. It's like we're getting good edges. Okay, you know what? We're gonna call it at that. Oh yeah, we need to export a sprite sheet. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Good notes. Nice. Nice work. Yeah, there we go. All right, so our sprite, we're going to reduce how many horizontal frames? Wow, that's okay. All right. 8. I don't know what I was doing. Cool. So let's think here. Our input, the scroll wheel. What does a scroll wheel look like? Scroll up, scroll down. Say widen brush and then narrow brush. Is that how you spell widen? How do you spell widen? Widden? Widen. Alright, whatever. Let me think here. Scroll forward or backwards? I feel like pushing. Huh. Let's see. Mouse wheel down. Mouse wheel up. Yeah, okay. We'll do something. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. Ooh, oh, whoa, hello. Pressed. Okay. If we're going to widen, we're going to increase the frame count up to a limit. Adjust frame. Nah, fuck that. Animate fan. Direction? It's greater than 0. Then we just actually, we'll say opening. Yeah, cool. So for opening, we're going to take our sprite here, which we don't have referenced. How horribly evil of us to not do. There you go. I'll have to check out those bone simulations one day. Frame. +1. And then we got to check to make sure if our frame exceeds the H frame count. That's gotta be -1, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, 7 is the last frame, so it'll be the H frame -1. And we're gonna do the same for when we're closing, because we don't want it to loop back around. That'll be really weird. Decrement. If it ever goes below 0. Set it to 0. Actually, let me make sure it doesn't go beyond this or equal to it. Yeah, cool. That's it. So we'll animate the fan opening, true. And this will animate fan false. We also want to make sure our width. What is our width? 22? What's the width of this thing? This Agent Smith, this zoo, this prison, whatever you want to call it. 0, and then all the way to 30. Okay, so it's 16 pixels wide. Maybe I gave it 22 because I felt right in the middle, yeah. Yeah. Did it? 16? Is it really just 16 pixels? That doesn't make sense to me. 0. Where is this being counted? Oh, no, it's way over here. What the hell was that? Oh, it was the grid I was on. Oh, okay. We're 64 pixels wide. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What happened if I capture this? That's 24 pixels. Okay, so 22 is like actually the most realistic number. 22 to 64. We have a range of 42 to have 8 frames to cover. Ay, I was worried about this. What's 40 divided by 8? 5, yeah, okay. Maybe we just say 5? Oh, 5 pixels is bad, though. 5 pixels don't make any sense. What if we did 6? That's 48, right? Why do I keep typing numbers into a non-existent calculator? Yeah. Let's see here. Brush. Range. When is width ever not going to be a float? So okay, so after this, we'll say increment, limit, and set width. Adjust, limit, and set width is what we're doing. Let's think here. Width is going to be sprite.frame times, we don't want brush range, we want brush step actually. And we'll set that equal to 6. Brush step plus base width. Oh, lol. Actually, we can just do that. Adjust and limit the frames. Set width. We don't have that. Yeah, this should be it. And every time we get our data, we're going to pull in that width, right? So we're adjusting width. We're animating the brush. Let's see how this goes. Oh. We have a problem with it. Clear is throwing an error. Oh, it's throwing an error either way. I don't know if I like the scroll wheel this way. Does that cover like... Oh, actually that looks perfect. If anything, this feels too... Ooh. That's a little too wide. Maybe if it's 20. Yeah? I mean, it's kind of got it. But there's definitely an off. Oh yeah, it's like off. Yikes. No. No, that's horrible. What are these errors anyway? Out of bounds. Oh, right. My bad. We'll update that frame instead. When it's all done, update. There we go. We shouldn't be running into that error. As far as this goes, though, maybe the base width should be, let's say 18. Whoops, wrong. Alright, that seems a little too skinny. Ew, the angle is wrong. Ew, gross. How's it wrong? Yeah. Can we round the angle on that? I mean, it's clearly not correct. Well, okay, whatever. 20. Now that looks perfect for that size. And if we go to the opposite end, I think it also looks actually pretty good. If anything, it might be a little smaller. No? No, I think it's there. Oh, God, the angles. What is up with the angles? Yeah. But even better is you can now you can get that whole finger. I don't know if I like scroll wheel. I feel like I should flip. So we got mouse down and mouse up. All right, we'll flip it. Mouse up, mouse down. You know, I think that actually is it. Look at that. Wonderful. Flippin' yeah. Fab. Alright, cool. Wow, that was like way simpler than I thought. Thank God I wasn't trying to draw shapes and shit. I don't know. Or right here. Anime. You can turn this thing? Oh my god. What? Who knew? This is closed. Uh-huh. And this is opened. Up. Up, nada. Is that how you spell it? No, this is the umlauts. Up, nada. Sorry. Opened. I'm practicing, all right. Drawing Swedish. Here we go. So there's that. That was easy. I mean, holy moly. Can you believe it? Hello, fanning. Are we done with the brush? Yeah. Color picking? Yeah, we have that, but I feel like I like the idea of a box of brushes. Because that's like, when you buy this stuff, like, you get individual fucking nail polish. You get stuff, you can get it in sets. But, like, you don't have an infinite amount of color to pick from. There's also, like, neat, like, you can do glitter and other texture stuff. Which is why part of me is like, we're probably going to have to dig into shader work. Because you start getting complicated. We're starting getting visual effects. You know, it's like, we're moving towards that territory anyway. When is it good enough? Quality checking is weird. We'll have to see how the quality check goes, but yeah. Well, we at least have one apply. Yeah, but isn't this neato? Cleaning pad will be interesting because cleaning pad, so far we have a texture and we're literally altering the pixels on that texture. But if you clean the nail, shouldn't it go back to what it looked like before? Also, if we like clip and shape a nail, that'll be its own thing. Again, probably dealing with shader work for some degree. But anyway, that's really nice. Okay. Brush will now fan. Cool. What's that GitHub thing? Get lens. It's like get path. All. Oh, I think we're. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know where to go from here, but I have a few thoughts. Thought number one. I think having like dialogue would be really cool. So like having a story of some kind. Grandma taught us. Then we'll just say first day on the job. Getting supplies. Act 2 will be fun, shopping, getting supplies, new customers, paying the rent. There's like you have to pay a fee, I think, to use like a booth. Oh, that's right. Act 2 and that's how movies are. Act 2 is always splitting into 2 parts. I don't know why they just call it a 4-act. Call it a fucking day. I want to count to 4. You guys got one step further than Valve. Getting supplies, paying the rent. Tougher customers. More expensive supplies. Some kind of failure. Sabotage. Drama. Helping a friend. Back in the saddle. If you've been sabotaged and you lose all your supplies, that's like losing all your tools. The only way to succeed after this, and you don't have the finances to just buy everything back, is to become innovative. Helping a friend, inspired, back in the saddle, apply new technique. Because you got to be able to do something no one else can fucking do. Business booms. Denouement. Yeah. The subplot can be you're getting sabotaged because you're doing well. the people that sabotage you get fired. But like, Back in the saddle, apply new technique. Confront bullies. Confront bullies. And then business booms. New look is hot. Laughing to the bank. You know, new look is hot. Business is saved. Looks like they won't be buying us out after all. Yeah, there's a story. So Grandma taught us can be like a quick tutorial on how to do all the different stuff. Kind of a easy, stress-free zone. First day on the job is where you like actually have to interact with customers and shit. Yeah. You could. I feel like you could make a. I could. This is mine. Yeah, and it's like we could do a good story out of this. You can make a good story out of anything, really. But anyway, these are just some general notes.
This is my world. I'll be lost. My plan is to stay here till
I wonder, is this enough? Is this enough for this branch? It's a few commits. It's kind of small. I think it is. I'll make a PR and do stuff. But in the meantime, I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by and lurking. If you were here, Ryan, that may have gotten somebody, probably not. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, I hope you have a good one. Take care of yourself. This is the Triangle. Don't forget to try something new. Well, if you're here, we're gonna be raiding. We're gonna be raiding. I think Okuno is streaming. Yeah. Dope. I wonder, let me think here. Should I raid Okuno or should I try to raid? I'll raid Okuno. Yeah, it's fine. I have to wonder if I should raid Okuno or like a different dev. Because
this is my world. I'll be lost. My plan is to stay here till I die.
I don't know. I might raid Tower Strike and then check out Okuno. Oh my god, a viewer? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to wonder if I should raid like a fellow dev. Because I was just going to watch Okuno, so I was like, maybe I should just raid Okuno. I'll help a fellow dev out. We're going to raid Tower Strike. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I have to go to the... Tower Strike's making something in Rust. So, the suffering is great indeed, I'm sure. Anyway, Tower Strike. Strike? There we go. Tower Strike. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, stick around for the raid. And yeah, this is the triangle. Don't forget to try something new. Au revoir.